Hi, welcome back or welcome to the channel. Today we are going to talk about the truth of Limbo, or rather the truth about Limbo and by extension Limbo Prime. Okay, for those of you guys that may not know, let's give a little back history on Limbo. Limbo has had a lot of trolling associated with him, okay? People would literally go in missions and banish their own teammates because back in the day, hit one was banished, just like it is now, but you couldn't roll out of the banish like you can now. That's a quick tip for you guys that don't know. You can roll out of the banish at any time just by rolling. And then you're out of banish. And low-key operator mode isn't affected by banish, but there was no operator mode back in the day. There was just limbo, people banishing people. People would even max out the duration because banish is duration based. So they could banish their teammates and their teammates wouldn't be able to do anything. Some would do it for fun, others would do it to just get kills, because if your teammate can't kill the enemies, you get to kill them, right? So that was Limbo back in the day. Limbo is slowly recovering ever since they made it so roll lets you out of banished into the drift and so on and so forth. And if I'm being perfectly honest, a lot of newer players don't even know that. So they don't have those woes as they were at all. It's mostly the veteran players and stuff that do have those weird Limbo flashbacks. Now, that's not to say Limbo doesn't have any problems at all, okay? Limbo does have a few problems, and they aren't what you think, okay? The what you might think is that, oh, Limbo makes everything slower. Limbo does this, does that. Limbo is ideal in Exterminate, he just kind of meh. He's ideal in mobile defense missions or, any type defense mission where there is a timer that automatically is, such as mobile defense. In regular defense, if he can be okay if you use him right. If the user knows how to use a limbo, he can be pretty boss in regular defense missions as well. But if you want to sort of set and forget, as it were, limbo, you will ideally want to use him in mobile defense. Okay? Now, let's talk about his passive and basically how all his abilities are kind of, I'm not going to say useless, but kind of harder to pull off these days in the current state of Warframe. Okay? I'll explain. First of all, Limbo is the bosses are immune to being put in the void, and the bosses can damage you. Um, I think now they can damage you while you're in the void. Not entirely sure on that. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, comment section below, but I believe that's what bosses can do. They definitely are immune of being sent to the void themselves. I don't know if they can take you out of the void if you're limbo. So, yeah, again, let me know below. But bosses, fine, okay? They're bosses for a reason. They're supposed to be super, super powerful of sorts. And Limbo being able to cheese them would be a big cheese, as it were. But then on top of that, you have stuff like nullifiers. Nullifiers completely nullify Limbo's abilities altogether, which I know what you're thinking. Limbo has guns. You have guns in the mission. You'll at least have a melee. Why don't you just use that? That is technically true, but the fact remains that Limbo, he is on the squishier side, okay? Now, a lot of people do bypass this by using Rolling Guard. Rolling Guard is a mod that makes it so you're invincible for a short period of time when you roll. It's actually, I might pay on my Limbo. It seems it seems very good the more I talk about it. And I understand why people use it. And then, if that wasn't bad enough, there is currently one more glaring problem now, and that is nullifiers. Nullifiers are at the time, immune to crowd control. Basically, they're immune to Limbo. So, yeah, that may seem like an odd statement, but if you think about it and look at Limbo at present, they're not. Now, DE does seem to be currently in talks in-house debating about how to possibly handle the Limbo situation because, as they have mentioned in the past, it is not their intention to make a frame or anything like that completely useless. It just so happens that that XMS are the new thing, and XMS are meant to slow. The new XMS rework XMSs are meant to slow Warframes down a bit, but unfortunately, certain Warframes they just slow down a bit too much. But I've been rambling. I've been rambling. Those are my opinions about Limbo. He's not bad at all. If you're going places with a lot of Xmas, the reality is, unfortunately, that you can't really use him that much. You could use operator mode mostly, but in that case, then why not just use any frame if you're just going to be in operator mode the whole time? But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And if you have any friends of yours that love Limbo or thinking about using Limbo indefinitely, feel free to, share this video with them as sort of a word of caution. And again, I'd love to know your opinion, comment section below. And with that said, I will catch you guys in the future. Later.